just didn't know how it was gonna happen. And then when I watched, and then bro, honestly, just watching your stories, bro, every day. Don't stop that, bro. Even if you're not giving out, and just like you're just so real and so raw out of everybody that I've followed. I follow tons of people. You're the most real, most raw person out there. Period. This is not like, this is just because bro, the rawest. Like,
appreciate it.
nobody does it transparently. I never seen not one person go say, hey, look, I'm taking $100. Okay? And I'm going to make this $1 million, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. Watch. Bro, nobody does that.
No, nobody does that.
And then you post in your losses.
Yeah.
Who else does? I don't know. I don't know anybody who posts losses like that. So honestly, bro, you've been kind of like super. I mean, I've seen you. You've always been motivating, but I just like, I felt this, like, I don't know if it was like I said, the dream or the course or whatever. Like, I just like felt this not, I don't know if it was like hope or just like, bro, like my spirit, but I just felt like God was like, yo, like, I got you. Like, don't quit. Because let me just back this up, right? So as a finance manager, I make like $200K a year.
You were making $200K as a finance
What's
manager.
wrong with that? Yeah.
Still okay doing
Right?
it.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
And you can scale, obviously, like as you work at higher end dealerships. I was at a Chevy store. When I got fired unjustly, first of all, on the record, I basically got put together because I was the newest and the youngest finance manager there, and I was making the same money as the people that had been there for a long time. And I was kind of like the black sheep. I would always speak up when things were wrong. I was always there. I was like there, you know, and trying to do the right thing in a place that people aren't really always trying to do the right thing. And I got kind of kicked out. And when I got kicked out, I was like in my room, bro, crying. And I just remember I was like, dude, like, you know, it was my life because I was a salesman there for 4 years. I got promoted by a GM, and then the GM got fired. And then I kind of got like, you know, like reconciled there. And I was in my room crying, and I just heard, once again, bro, from God. I heard from God, and God said, this is it. Like, you're done. I said, what do you mean I'm done? He said, you're not going back to work. And it was like loud, bro. It was loud. The day that I got fired, it's going to sound so dumb. I was burnt. Like, I was beyond burnt. It's funny. I was beyond burnt when it happened. And I have a dog, right? And I was looking at my dog, and I was, you know, you put on a button-up shirt and you tuck in your shirt, right? And I'm getting ready for work the day I got fired, right? And I tell my dog, I said, one day you're going to have a backyard and live in an apartment, right? Yo, this is a true story, but I just try to keep it real. And I said, you know, you're going to be sitting in a Ferrari. I said, X5 is cool, but we're going to be in a Ferrari one day. And that same day I got fired. And then that same day I came home in tears. And that same day I heard that from God. And it's been not the easiest journey. It's been hard. You know what I mean? And I haven't had anyone. I've just, you know, I've had my mom and, you know, friends, but nobody understands it to the degree of what this is.
Yeah, because it's just you in this journey, and like the shit that you have to go through it, nobody else is gonna understand it. So what do you, when you're going through like this lonely journey, how do you kind of make it through it when you're having these thoughts? Because you're gonna have constructive thoughts from all different types of angles. Like, am I doing the right thing? Okay, I am, or I'm not. How do you get through that?
I think it's about I think I'm like actually like in a place where like I'm like level headed now, and I just like went through like probably every emotion that you can just even imagine. And that's like a good question because, you know, people on Wall Street, like, not to get like super like raw, but I feel like this has like been raw so far, so I'm just gonna leave it that way. But, you know, there's people on Wall Street that kill themselves, bro. They jump out windows and, you know, they lose everything. And, you know, so imagine that's not even all your money. That's just, you know, it's your job, right? They're not trading their own money. They're trading hedge funds money. You know, it's different. But I guess bro, I just do a lot of praying. I pray a lot. Like, and I feel like when you say pray, right, it's not about, and the Bible says go into your room, you know, and do it in silence, right? You don't have to be like at church all the time. The church is good for like a community, but when it's just you versus you, it's like, if you don't have anything else or anybody else, God is always there. He said, well, how do you hear from God? You know, regardless of what people believe, right? Everybody believes different, right? It's just like a
different belief.
Right. Different. Everybody's got different beliefs. So not to like hate on one or the other. At least, right, with me is that I guess you ever have like the voice in your head, like the good and the bad voice, right? You ever have a voice in your head like where you have the one voice tells you, you know, somebody cuts you off. Like, shoot that. You know, like I'm gonna kill this guy. You know, so right? Someone cuts you off, or like or you know, you have like a thought that enters your head that you're like, that's a bad thought, right? Everybody gets bad thoughts all the time.
It's normal.
Yeah, we're human, right? But then you get the good thought, and you see the woman right at the train station, and you're walking up the stairs, and you know you're running past her because you know you're trying to get to your your destination. And you see her carrying a heavy bag, and ma'am, you want me to grab that for you? Because you just get the voice, hey, grab that bag for that lady. You grab it and you bring it up. Thank you for being a gentleman. That's how you can hear God's voice. It's not always this mystical being, right?
Yeah,
that you're gonna hear. It says that God we're created in God's image, so that means that God's inside of us. So if that's the case, then that means that God is able to talk to us through, right?
Through certain moments is what
Exactly.
you're trying to
So the more you get like in tune with that, so I guess like how you know I control that like loneliness is definitely with God. I also, bro, I go to gym. Like,
you're big as shit,
I would say obviously. You know?
Show them what's up.
No, I don't want to be like, no, see, I don't want to wear nothing crazy, you know. I'm still, you know, it's funny. I forgot, I don't know who's Sid. Which one's Sid? Sid is his name?
Santi.
Yeah, Santi,
yeah,
right? I was like, yo, what's the angle of the podcast, right? I was like, is it just upper body? Because I didn't know if we are gonna be like on like a XL, like rappers, you know, where they just have like the table and you just see like this part, right? He's like, no, it's kind of like the side, and I was like, all right, well, I'm not gonna wear a tank top because like I don't want to feel small. And then he posted the video and I like feel like I look small, so like I'm gonna wear like a shirt, you know.
So you guys, I'm 6'3", just letting you guys know.
Actually, he's taller than me.
This guy's big as shit. Trust me.
I tell you, first time I saw was the gym.
Yeah, I think I remember.
Do you remember me?
Yeah, I think I remember.
I don't know if you do or not.
I think I was with Steve, right? I think
you were with Steve.
Yeah.
Well, Steve was not with you when I was talking to you. Steve was like with the trainer, and then you were just like kind of like in the back, probably like closing out like 200,000.
Yeah, with Turo, Team Turo.
Yeah,
he was working.
yeah.
I remember you.
Yep.
I was like, yo, this guy's gonna fuck me up right now.
No, I know. And I was wearing a tank top. I came super aggressive, bro. I was literally just like, and I'm like, hey, you know, no, because I think it was about. I didn't have your course at that time. I just had followed you, and at the time you were low key giving signals on your story, like you're showing like, hey, this is GBP CAD. We're looking for the break and the retest, and I'm like, well, that's what I'm looking for too.
Exactly,
you know,
those stories, surprisingly enough, bro, they make a lot of people money. And
you have no idea how much, bro. And this is another word, bro, from God that to you. This is, bro. I'm just gonna keep it like this. I truly also got something from that got it, bro. God is so pleased with you, bro. And not just the stories, bro. The gas. You did the gas thing last year, and
the gas event. Yeah.
Man, that was, bro. I got goosebumps already. I really like. It's crazy because when you're on, all right. Let me tell you something too. Because we're still on your question, right? Where you know you're asking about feeling lonely. When all you have is your phone, right? And you know yourself and the charts and Instagram or whatever, and you can make a choice, right? You can choose to look at people and hate on them, or you can choose to like live through people, and you can choose to say, you know what, why is he better than me, or why is he doing better than me? Maybe it's something that I'm not doing, not because I have this and it's no, bro. Like you look at somebody's story like you and you're like, wow, like he not only is he motivating, but he's giving back. He's a good person. Like that's somebody, and regardless of what he's giving to reference to and look at and say, wow, that's a good person, right? And so I guess like I don't know, you just kind of like, I get this like feeling like, yeah, you know what? I know he doesn't follow me. I'm his friend. I'm his friend. He's doing the same thing I'm doing. He's up at 4 a.m. just like I am. Yeah. Just because I'm not talking to him or texting him or, you know what I mean? Like we're up together.
Of course.
We're up together,
on
right?
On the same mission.
You're up together, bro, with hundreds of students on Sunday, thousands of students. I'm on your Zooms, bro. And I'm like, yo, this guy has no idea what he's even doing. Maybe he does, but it's so deep, bro. From what you're doing, it's so deep and it's so beautiful, bro. And not only because, forget about changing my life or these people, forget about the people that your students, right? What about the student's parents? What about the student's daughter? Yeah. Right? What about the students that have, you have no idea, you know what I mean? There's so many people, bro, that you have. Like, how do you deal with that responsibility?
I honestly, it doesn't hit me until I don't talk to somebody like this, because to me it's just messages on a phone, and you know I just don't get it, right? Like it doesn't feel real. But obviously when I start meeting you guys in person and you start telling me stuff like this, I'm like, holy shit, you know, like makes me feel a little bit pressure sometimes, which is good, right? Because diamonds are built under pressure.
Pressure is a privilege. Yeah.
Exactly. So it makes me better and stronger. But it definitely.
Damn, I don't want to put you under pressure, bro. Forget
No,
I said
dude,
it.
no,
Forget I said it.
no. Trust me, it keeps me going because it gets to a certain point that you make a certain amount of money, you buy a certain amount of toys, and it's like, all right, what now?
Yeah.
But when you have like a responsibility and you have a calling to something, it keeps you going and it keeps you to get better. That's why I did this thing right now with the Volkswagen. Like, dude, I don't have to be right. Like, dude, bro, you should have seen me when I was drenched in sweat, bro.
There's no AC in there, huh?
Dude, it's a 1966.
He's got the fan, like the bus drivers.
No. It has the triangle window that you open.
Yeah.
And the thing fucking comes in. So like I'm doing this to show those people out there that are going through some of that journey, like how you did and you lost, the 60,000 on your crypto investment. It's like, dude, that happened because of a decision you made. Hold yourself accountable for that decision you made, so you can not go through that experience again.
And that's why I Ubered.
Yeah, and then I bet you don't want to.
I Ubered for 2 days, and I was driving to the Fort Lauderdale airport, and I was crying. Bro, it's crazy because I'm like a big guy. People are like, oh, this guy, bro. Like, I don't want to say like It's like, bro, it's weird. I don't know if it's just because like I'm at the point in my life where I'm like at that point where I'm about to break through resistance right now. Like I'm breaking through resistance. I'm about to retest like the resistance, and then I'm there.
Bro, dude, you just made 100K in 3 weeks. You broke through that resistance.
I'm like, bro, like I'm like here, like, and it's crazy because it feels it's almost like a weight like off of my shoulders because this time I actually withdrew. I had the 160, bro. I was up 100K for 2 months and I didn't take I didn't take it off the table.
You're
right?
just greedy,
straight up. Because the thing with the crap coins or whatever is that when every time that I've gotten out of those kind of coins, they've pumped and I could have been a millionaire,
Yeah.
And so I'm like, they're not getting me this time. I'm 160. I'm gonna be at 200 by my birthday. My birthday was the 31st.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and that was March. I was like, by July, I'll be driving a jet by now. I'll be flying in a jet. And it just it's different. But this is cool too.
I mean, I would definitely say trading the way you're trading now would probably be something more sustainable.
Thank you. Can you say what you want one more time?
Trading the way you trade now is gonna make it more sustainable.
Okay.
Like you're not going to depend on like a shitty coin. You get me?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna depend on the market move and you making a logical decision on that move.
Yeah.
Not just hype behind the coin to actually make money. So for how did you take the 4K to the 100?
Okay.
So
yeah. Let me just all right. So I was setting goals, right? I saw you setting goals, and I said I'm gonna set a goal because I know how I get. And I think it's not just me. I want to just believe that there's other folks out there that are like, they flip an account and they're like, I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'm going to keep going.